Good morning. I hope you guys are doing absolutely outstanding today. If you're drinking your coffee right now, I hope that you're enjoying it. I drank 2 cups of coffee this morning and they were just absolutely outstanding. So in today's video, guys, we are planning on first bringing the LBZ over to Lime Ridge. I'm gonna drop that truck off to get detailed for the giveaway winner, which I don't know yet. So I should be getting that information back from the sweepstakes agency like the beginning of this week. And then we're gonna head on over to the shop. We're gonna try to do a few things today. We got some Whirly custom goodies. Performance speaking for the dually. What else do we have? We have Recon cab lights that we're going to be trying to do to that today, and probably a few other things. So that's the plan right now. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we got a lot going on in today's upload. First things first, we are going to be taking the LBZ giveaway truck over to Lime Ridge Automotive because we are getting it professionally detailed in preparation for the announcement of the winner. Now, I don't have that information quite yet when I'm filming this video, but in a day or two, the sweepstakes administrator might be getting back to me with that information. Now, if that's the case, earlier in this video, you would have probably seen that information. If not, I promise you guys, it is right around the corner, so bear with me. I know you're all extremely anxious, as am I. So we're gonna drop that thing off first, and then secondly, those are all the new banners that will become available in mid-March. Not quite yet, you can see limited quantities only, and we've got more mods for the Daddymax dually, which are in those boxes right there. So let's get to the vlog. Oh man, so I've been driving the LML a lot lately, and you can just see the salt building up. God, that kills me. Salt, 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 salt everywhere. What's up, beautiful girl? It's been a minute. Ooh, it's even nice and warm in here. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's just salt everywhere. This is literally painful. So guys, this very well could be one of the last times on the vlog where we are in the 06 LBZ giveaway truck. I know that y'all have absolutely loved this thing's presence on the channel, as have I. I've enjoyed owning this truck thoroughly, and I'm super grateful for the fact that I can play around with these things on a day-to-day basis with all of you guys. I did put a decent amount of mileage on this truck while it was in my possession. I picked it up with about 126,000. Now it's got about 129 on it. So in those 3,000 miles, I can say that I have gotten my full-on enjoyment out of it, and guaranteed whoever ends up taking this truck home will get thousands and thousands and thousands of enjoyable miles out of it as well. Now, I did do my best to get it cleaned up for the most part, but nothing really beats the top-notch quality of a professional detail, and Lime Ridge is gonna handle all of that for the giveaway winner. So basically what will happen, guys, so let me just kind of walk you through the next steps as to what you can expect. So hopefully here soon, very soon, like in the next upcoming video or two, we have a winner announced, and then I'm going to work with that winner once the giveaway administrator informs me of who that person is. I'm basically coordinating their arrival here to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, more specifically Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, where Lime Ridge is located. Being that Lime Ridge has this absolutely gorgeous showroom location, we are going to bring the winner to that dealership to award the prize. So I'm basically gonna have to schedule all of the travel arrangements for that person if they're over 200 miles away. If they're not, then they can just drive on over here. And of course, I will compensate them for their travels. That way it's not out of pocket. We're basically gonna sign over the title, register it in their name, and we are gonna pass them the keys and send them on their way. We are getting so close, guys. I'm getting very, very, very anxious. I'm almost getting a little bit impatient just because I know that one of you are going to get the news of a lifetime here very shortly.
Second thing, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the same, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, ooh. I was broken from a young age, taking my soul into the masses, writing my poems for the few that looked at me, took to me, shook to me, feeling me, singing my heartache. From the pain, taking my message, from the vein, speaking my lesson, from the brain, seeing the beauty through the
All right, so that's successfully dropped off. First thing on the to-do list is completely checked off. I cannot wait to see what those guys do with it. They're gonna give it like a full clay bar. They're gonna wax it, they're gonna buff it, they're gonna cut it, they're gonna make that thing look spick and span from top to bottom, front to back for whoever takes that thing home. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. All right, guys, so Whirly Custom. You guys might be able to guess what this is. We're not gonna get to that box today. We are gonna get to the box below today, and then we got some new headlights as well for the dually. Let's pack all this great stuff up up here, throw it in the LML, which is so salty right now. It's just killing me. I cannot wait to wash that thing. It's gonna drive me nuts. I will literally be up under that truck with a power washer getting every nook and cranny because the Northeast salt just is just an awful, awful thing. But I guess people need to stay safe, so safety over clean trucks and rust. First things first, let's get this thing fired up. Ooh. Pretty easy though, not gonna lie. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff loaded up here real quick and then we'll get on our way to the shop. A little bit of a chilly day here, so we are utilizing this nice little space here that we got, harden the noise in the background. We got the Daddymax chilling out somewhat naked here, basically just getting ready for an onslaught of modifications that we're gonna be doing today. Now, we've got a lot of things that still need to get done on this truck, and I'm just trying to figure out what direction we wanna go. So let's talk a little bit, I guess, about some of the boxes that we have in our possession today. This one right here is definitely one that we are gonna break into, so we're gonna have to do a quick little unboxing. As you can see, I haven't opened this box at all yet. So the powder coat in here, new color to the channel, by the way, is one that I have never seen. That's gonna be a lot of fun to break into. Then right down here, we've got a box that we definitely need to crack into as well. We've got some cab lights for the dually. We did all of the recon lighting on the back end and the fenders, but we have not upgraded the cab lights quite yet. So there are your stock ones. They're nice lights, they're not bad, there's nothing wrong with them. I just wanted to upgrade them a little bit. So inside this box, we have the same cab lights that I put on the Mini-Max. I'm really satisfied with these, and they just look that much better because these are the newer LED low-profile tinted cab lights, whereas these ones are like those classic GM-styled bubble cab lights. Super stoked that this truck has cab lights, but these will not be a direct plug and play. We're gonna actually have to cut the wires and then splice these in, do a little bit of electrification work again, if you will, which shouldn't be too bad. So that's on the agenda. Now, before we get into getting our knuckles dirty, busting our knuckles, we gotta break into this box because I cannot wait any longer to see this powder coat. It's like Christmas all over again. So what would a build be on this channel without Royally Custom Fab Parts? Jason, thanks for hooking it up once again, my brother. I cannot wait to see this new powder coat color. It is gonna look so perfect on the truck. I'm just gonna put that there for the time being. We got a little surprise this time, boys. I actually completely forgot that we talked about that. This is better than Christmas, honestly. Looks like they forgot one of their pens. Thanks, guys. Woo! All right, guys, there's all the parts. Nah, I'm just kidding. We gotta open everything up here, so give me just a minute, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and carefully cut off all this plastic wrap to show you guys what color we went with for the Daddymax, AKA the Ron Burgundy Max. Guitarmageddon ZL1, one of my best friends. If you guys haven't followed him on YouTube, go check his channel out. He came up with a really great name suggestion for this truck a little bit later than the poll was a few videos back, but the Ron Burgundy Max. Pretty good, I like it. Smooth. Unboxed and ready to rock and roll. We went with the High Flow Bundle Kit, excluding the Y bridge on this setup specifically, just because I really didn't want to get into this whole apparatus right now. I wanted to see what the whole kit would look like, excluding the Y bridge this time around, just for fun and games, because we've always done the Y bridge, and I know that for some of you guys, you don't necessarily want to go into the Y bridge. It's an added about $1,000, and it requires a whole lot more alteration to things. So I actually wanted to go with a relatively common setup from Jason, which is the driver's side intercooler pipe, the intake, the coolant system, and of course, their differential cover, which I've never put on any one of my trucks, but I am really excited to get this one installed on this truck. It's gonna look great. So if we just go ahead and pick this big old girl up here right now, you can see that we went with a really nice flaked burgundy red, which obviously goes hand in hand with the Daddymax, aka the Ron Burgundy Max, aka the Dually. Jesus, it's got so many names, but I think all these things are gonna just tie this truck together that much better. Super subtle, super clean, very minimalistic, and it's gonna complement it just right. I absolutely love how this color turned out, and really, I don't think the camera does it any justice. It's like this absolutely beautiful maroon color that just looks so good, and it's just really gonna tie together this truck in all of the right ways. So we have a lot of teardown to do to get this stuff accomplished, but I don't think we're gonna start with all this stuff quite yet. Rather, I'd actually really like to finish up the lighting situation on the truck. And not only that, but we still have to level the mirrors as well. You guys said that you wanted to see me do it, so I'll just really quickly illustrate how that's done in this video too. So we got a lot of things to do on this truck. Let's go ahead and get the process started. So we got a lot of options here ahead of us. Which one do we want to start on first? I think we should start with the piping. I'm pretty anxious to see how that looks right in there. So, another cherry, it's time to be popped. All right, guys, sorry about the little abrupt disruption here. My camera died in the middle of me working and I wasn't paying attention at all. Innocent mistake. Sorry about the noise in the background. Still cranking out the heat here. Have the coolant tank installed, looking pretty as hell. Went to finish up, pulled the stock flexible hose off the driver's side part, but I cannot install it today as Jason is back ordered on the small boots and clamps that are associated with this pipe right here. So for those of you guys that don't know, that's pretty much just gonna sit in there just like that, all nice and pretty like, but we cannot do that today. Perks of having the garage, but we can finish installing the driver's side intercooler pipe and the intake. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump up and do that right now, and then we're gonna skip on to the ace end of the truck and do this differential cover. That'll be a first for me. All right, so our table of parts is quickly shrinking, which is a good thing, which means we're making progress. I have everything pretty much fitted for the most part. I'm not going to lock everything down before I have all of the parts because in most instances, at least when I go about doing that, I always have to go back to loosen something up. So I'm gonna leave pretty much everything loose, but you guys can see here that that color, ooh, it just accents the truck so well. And then we've got the driver's side intercooler pipe here fitted up as well on the top and the bottom, just not locked in fully. So in order to keep moving forward here on the vlog, we are going to jump on the rear end and pull the stock differential cover off, make a mess, hopefully catch the mess wherever my black bin is. There it is right there. And then throw this new gas and then throw this new cover on. Pretty excited about it. And luckily we have a little bit more working room because, well, the bumper is still at paint. So if we slide on down here real quick, what are we looking at here? What is that, a 12 millimeter? Yes, I believe so. You know, we should probably take this spare out too because this thing's not really needed anymore. All right, fish my way out. Try doing this without making too much of a mess. Of course I got the wrong socket size. What an amateur. Ooh, nothing. Great news. Ooh, smell that gear oil. Ooh, it's starting to smell real nice down here. Alrighty, now we gotta pry this damn thing off. Here it comes. Oh yeah, gotta catch them all. Yes, I just made a Pokemon reference. It's all good in the hood. Talk about a mess. All right, so as you guys can see, we now have the stock differential cover completely removed. The stench is just wonderful on here, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. And my battery is about to die, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up the gasket residue that you see kind of hanging there from the left side. I'm gonna prep the surface and then throw the new one on. So let me catch you guys right after I take care of that because, well, I didn't bring a spare battery. Go me. All right, guys, as you can see, we have made some good progress. I got the RTV on the back of this thing. I'm sorry I didn't film any of it. I was just really trying to make sure that it was a one and done execution rather than trying to make a mess with all that RTV sealer. But everything looks like it's good to go. So I'm just gonna thread all these other bolts in here real quick, and then I will show you guys what the finished product looks like. And now we'll clean up the perimeter. I was very, very generous with this stuff because, well, it's cheap and I didn't want to have to worry about pulling this thing on and off a bazillion times. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess here, fill this thing up with oil real quick, polish it up, and then I'll give you the finished product look from a little bit further away. Let there be light. All right, guys, so we got everything wrapped up. She's filled up now. and that RTV is pretty much cured, good to go, holding fluid, no leaks. That's always a very promising sign. Put this right here. It looks really good. I know it's kind of hard to tell right now. I can't wait to get you guys more shots in the daylight, but from the back end here, that is real nice. Oh yeah, that just ties this thing together perfectly. First time I've ever done a diff cover, and I'm really happy with the decision. Really happy with the decision. I know we're kind of stuck on the inside right now, so my apologies on that, but I promise you guys, I will get you tons of shots once we get this thing basically back together and then out in the open. Kind of just like some suspense for the time being, if you will. So the last thing on the agenda for this evening now, because we've been at this for a while, like I said, guys, I mean, I am no professional mechanic. I learn as I go. I like to do these things, but I would say my efficiency is at maybe like 35%, because, well, I'm always guessing on what socket sizes I need, and I'm always like double, triple, quadruple checking. And I like to be transparent about that because, you know, some people can just fly through these things, whereas me, I'm a little bit more meticulous just to make sure that I'm doing it right, because backtracking and like redoing things is super frustrating, and that's what I like to avoid at all costs, even if it's at the price of working just a little bit slower. So last thing here on the agenda, guys, is the cab lights. We're gonna go up there, we're gonna pull these off real quick and just check out the situation, because I actually bought lights from Recon that are for the LMM and up. So there's already a hole in the cab light, and I just want to make sure that this narrower and shorter version is going to cover that hole, and then we can proceed from there. So let me go ahead and take those off, and then I'll bring you guys right back up to speed. All right, so this was a total science experiment, and well, here's how it ended up. Climb up here. So basically under the light here, you have your hole, which goes obviously in your wiring harness and all that. So here's the Recon light. Kind of looks similar, obviously way smaller if you were to compare them side to side. The stylistic change is huge. And of course, these are LEDs. I believe these are incandescent. I honestly have no idea. I can pull the bulb up, but I don't feel like it. Here you can see that you can actually mount onto the pegs, but yeah, we're not gonna cover up the hole, unfortunately. So it doesn't look like this idea is going to work. This was something where I basically just ordered them on a whim to try it. I'd never really done anything not by the book, and well, this is the first time that I did, and yeah, this is how it resulted. But I'm really happy that I tried, because, well, at least I know. When it comes to changing the cab lights, am I gonna go off and order the other ones? I'm really not sure yet. I'll probably hold on to these, because who knows when we'll have a truck that's this year range that we could put these on. But for the time being, it looks like I'm just gonna have to go ahead and reinstall the stock ones, as, well, it's our only option to make this beast drivable. I should probably, there it is. So unfortunately, that is not going to work out today, but it is what it is, and at least we tried. Now, being unfortunately that we couldn't get to that lighting project, we are gonna do one other lighting project, and that is new headlights for the dually. If you guys could recall, the bottom one had a broken seal. The top one here looks like some sort of an aftermarket headlight. It is like tinted with a film, but just the top ones, not the bottom ones, on both sides. And that kind of drives me nuts. So I went on Amazon and I figured that I'd give Headlights Depot a shot. These things got like really great reviews, and I wanted to kind of follow in suit with that tinted styling. I think that it looks really good. And well, being that the Ron Burgundy Max has tinted lights all around, it would only be the appropriate thing to do. So there's your bottom one. It's just a little tinted, very subtle, nothing over the top. And then for the top headlight, or the low beam, high beam side, we've got, it almost looks like the same headlight in a way, but it's pretty sharp. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the left side here for you guys, and then we will compare that to the current situation. Guys, I have more bad news. I guess this is what happens when you buy parts on Amazon, although they got great reviews, in my defense. Went to go throw this bottom headlight on, and I don't know if you guys noticed something. Well, to my experts in the room, you guys saw that we are missing two tabs. One tab that interlocks right here for the bulb. I just kind of have this one sitting in there right now, holding it in. And then of course, this freaking tab is missing, which is the one that clips right into the side here. So this is how it should look. So your two tabs that are on this headlight that are not on that headlight. So got a broken one now. Let's see, is this one intact? This one is intact, in fact. So, I'm curious. All right, let me pop this one out. Let's just see if the fit and finish of this is good. If not, they're going back indefinitely. If they are good, then well, I'll just order another set. So let me check on that real quick. All right, so good news, guys. Amongst all this freaking stuff that's not working out for me today, the headlights do fit in actually extremely well, and they look really good, which makes me that much more bummed out that I can't get this side to work. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I wonder, put one back in, that's the broken one. Here's the other. Ha! No way. There are the broken pieces. Nice. That's awesome. Well, I guess I'll get in touch with the vendor and work on getting us a set of replacements. So I guess in the meantime, I can actually throw the other headlight up, which is a good thing, and we will just need that one bottom headlight replaced. Take these out real quick. This is how simple the headlight swap is. Like, it's ridiculous. Put that there. These seem to already have bulbs in them as well, but I have no idea what kind of bulbs, so... Oh God, they're like blue. Yeah, those are staying out. There. Connected there. Little pegs in spot. So at least we got most of it done. We're just gonna need that bottom headlight replacement, which shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to send the vendor a message about this one right here, and hopefully they can just send out another one. But that'll give you guys a decent look at the somewhat pre and now post. They're pretty nice headlights, and I have a set of tinted fogs on the way as well. All right, guys, so that's about gonna wrap up this video. I just spent probably the last hour and a half just trying to tidy this place up. I got my first 2 license plates on the wall, and while I was hanging them up, I actually had a pretty cool idea. So you have this space, well, I have this space, we have this space, we share this space, and right now the walls are painted this like kind of tan color, which is okay in my personal opinion. Again, I'm renting this shop, so I don't really want to invest all that much money into it, aside from the essentials, right? So basically trying to get this place just a little bit more livable, a little bit more comfortable, and in hanging those up, I was thinking, you know, how cool would it be if I could collect license plates from my subscribers, from all of you guys, as a means of decor. I mean, quite literally dedicate an entire wall. I don't know what wall. I mean, that's a huge wall. That's a huge wall. But maybe like the wall right here behind me to license plates. So if you guys have any license plates that you want to, what am I trying to say? Donate to the channel, then you are more than welcome to do so. My P.O. box is right down in the description below. I really never ask you guys to send anything in, and I really never, ever want you guys to ever pay for anything to send to this channel. If it's just laying around, please, by all means, feel free to send it in, and I will start hanging them up. I'd love to see what states you guys are from, and I'd love, as a token of my appreciation for you guys, to have a mural of your license plates right here in the shop behind me, as at times when you're filming and vlogging, it can really kind of be somewhat lonely because, you know, you're in an empty space all by yourself, and I think it'd be really cool to like take a look at the wall and just remember that I've got people from all these absolutely awesome places around the world that are watching. So again, my P.O. box is in the description below. It's P.O. Box 113, Marietta, Pennsylvania. Please go ahead and send anything over. I'm gonna start to keep my eyes peeled, and I will remind you guys in further videos as well. Another update I just had to give you as I was working on this ever since we moved the toolbox. My sockets were in complete disarray, just like these right here. I haven't gotten to the standard side, but the metric side is pretty much all aligned. I just gotta stop making excuses and go over to Harbor Freight and get some socket organizers, because I know that they're just gonna pay dividends big time. It's just a matter of actually getting to it. And that's actually one of the reasons why I was so slow today in trying to do what I was trying to do on the truck, because I had to search for all the right tools. But we're moving into the shop slowly but surely. Things are coming together, and you know, it's really cool. It's really neat to think that things have gotten to this point in time where now we have a space for so many things going on. Now, I know that a lot of the content lately has been about the Daddymax Ron Burgundy dually. Damn, she's got a lot of names. He's got a lot of names. Whatever this dually is here behind me. In all seriousness though, guys, we got a lot of stuff still for the Mini-Max. I know you all are very curious about how that S467 is making out, and I gotta tell you, freaking love it. I mean, it is just awesome. Got some new trans tunes that we gotta load into that truck. We still need to go back down to Race Proven Motorsports to get that thing dynoed. I've got a new turbo actually for the LML that I just haven't gotten around to putting on, and guys, I'm actually thinking about potentially going out and picking up yet another project vehicle for the channel. I don't know when I'm gonna stop. I guess I have somewhat of a problem, but you know, it's kind of fun. That's what life is all about at the end of the day. So, quick reminder, recap. If I didn't announce in the beginning of this video that we have a winner selected, then I'm hoping the next few videos, and guys, we have a massive announcement coming up from Enthusiast here right in the middle of March. Kind of towards like the later part of March, like third week roughly, but you're not gonna wanna miss out. Trust me, it's gonna be absolutely epic. So thank you guys so much again for watching, kind of bearing with me as we were trying to work through this project right here. Looking forward to get it all complete. I can't wait to see you guys in the next upload. My like, legal, love you guys. Do what you do best. Tap that subscribe button on your way out, and I will see you guys in the next upload. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. And we didn't get around to leveling the mirrors. Another thing that we struck out on today. In the next video.
From the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the